held at Farmington High School on Wednesday, February the 20th, or 26th. I am Dustin Seaton, the Gifted and Talented Specialist at the Northwest Arkansas Education Cooperative and the Game ACE Moderator. The additional game administrator and judge is Ms. Casey Neal at the Northwest Arkansas Education Cooperative. And the scorekeeper buzz system operator is the host, the coach of the host team at Bentonville High School, Mr. Donnie Payne. Before we start reading game questions in number 6, let's have the 3 teams on stage introduce themselves as well as their coaches. Starting with the blue team from Gravette High School. Please introduce your first half players.
We are Gravette High School, and from the audiences left to right, we have Lexi Betts, Braxton Muldoon, myself, Valerie Rodine, Riley Brewer, and Carrie Rollo. We are coached by Captain Bassing and General Schaefer.
Thank you, Gravette High School. And the middle team, the yellow table from Bentonville West High School. Please introduce your first half players and coach.
Hi, we are Bentonville West, and from the audiences left to right, we have Karina Batra, Allie Swindle, myself, Olivia Morse, Caden Paul, and Ethan Bennett, and we are coached by Tom Hollinsworth.
Thank you, Bentonville West High School. And the red table from Farmington High School. Please introduce your first half players and coach.
Yes, for Farmington High School, from the audiences left to right, we have Daniel Park, myself, Reed Petrie, Katie Jansen, Connor Sharp, and Catherine Bale. We are coached by Colonel Clayton Williams.
All right, Farmington High School, thank you. There are 2 halves to be played today, each half focusing on 7 different academic subject categories. In general, the first half subjects are primarily those from language arts questions, and the second half questions are mainly from math and science categories, with some variations as well. For most questions, awarding of the points for each question falls in a range from 4 to 0. Exact points received by each team will be announced as the game is played. For most of the questions, teams will have 15 seconds to answer an individual team question before the other teams can buzz in to steal for 1 point. Now, there are more nuances to the game, so hopefully those present in the Bentonville High School Performing Arts Center and the listening radio audience at home will figure it out as the match progresses. The team scores will be officially announced twice during the match, at the halftime break, and then again at the conclusion of today's game. Teams can challenge a question, but will risk 2 points for any challenge. All challenges must have documentation proving the merits of their challenge for it to be successful. With that said, let's begin game question number 1 of game 6, starting with Gravette High School. Game question number 1 comes from the current events section of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette newspapers, taken from Monday, January the 13th through Friday, January the 17th. Gravette High School, your current events question. On Wednesday, January 15th, Alice Walton announced the launching of what institute while speaking at the Northwest Arkansas Council's winter meeting held at Crystal Bridges Museum.
Healthcare system?
No? That's time for the steal. Bentonville West High School.
The momentary?
No? And we'll call time. We were looking for the Whole Health Institute. Moving on to Bentonville West High School, your current events question. On Monday, January the 13th, which U.S. attorney for the Western District of Arkansas announced his resignation to accept a job with Tyson Foods and Company?
Keel,
No?
Keeve,
No?
Keys.
Keys is correct for 2 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Moving on to Farmington High School, your current events question. On Tuesday, January the 14th, Vice President Mike Pence swore in Air Force General John Raymond as head of what branch of the U.S. military?
The U.S. Space Force?
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Moving on to game question number 2, taken from World Geography and Culture, starting with Gravette High School, your geography question. What index measures the gender gap between and based on reproductive health, empowerment, and the labor market?
Gender Development Index?
No?
Gender Related Index?
Say your answer again.
Gender Related Index?
No. That's time for the Steel Bentonville West High School.
The Gender Inequality Index.
That is correct for 1 point. Well done, Bentonville West High School. And Bentonville West High School, your geography question. An investment made by a foreign company in the economy of another country is known as what?
Foreign investment. Or
No.
direct foreign investment.
That is correct for 3 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Farmington High School, your geography question. The amount of money needed in a country to produce the same goods and services in another country is known as what?
Purchasing power parity.
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Now moving to game question number 3, American history. Starting with Gravett High School, your American history question. What is the term used to describe the group of Americans who did not accept the teachings of the Second Great Awakening?
Old lights,
No?
new lights,
No?
deists,
No? That's time. Farmington High School for the Steel.
Methodist.
No? And we'll call time. We were looking for free thinkers. Moving on to Bentonville West High School, your American history question. Identify the term used to describe a belief in the existence of God, but considered God a remote being who had withdrawn from direct involvement with the human race and its sins.
Deism.
Deism is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Farmington High School, your U.S. American history question. What is the name of the social and religious binding agreement signed by Puritan settlers to start a community called?
Separatists.
No?
Priesthood.
No?
Church of Liberty.
No? That's time for the Steel Bentonville West High School.
Mayflower Compact.
No? And we'll call time. We were looking for a covenant. All right, good guesses. Now we'll move on to game question number 4, taken from selected short stories in literature. Gravett High School, your selected short story comes from The Swaddling Clothes by Yukio Mishima. What was the occupation of the newborn's mother in the short story, Swaddling Clothes?
Prostitute.
No?
Laundry woman.
No? It's time for the Steel Bentonville West High School.
Nurse.
She was a nurse for 1 point. Well done, Bentonville West High School. And Bentonville West High School, your selected short story in literature. In the short story, If Not Higher, by I.L. Perez. What does the rabbi secretly do on Friday mornings?
Chop wood.
No?
Sell wood.
No? For the Steel Farmington High School.
He goes and chops wood and takes it to the widow's house and makes her fire.
I'll accept that for 1 point. Farmington High School, well done. And Farmington High School, your selected short story in literature. In the short story After the Theater by After the Theater, both Gruzdev and what Army officer were in love with Nadia Zelenin?
Gorney.
Gordy is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Now moving on to game question number 5, taken from the American government category. Starting with Gravett High School, your American government question. The presidential power to issue executive orders is called what?
Executive power.
No? That's time for the Steel Farmington High School.
executive privilege,
No? And for the Steel Bentonville West High School.
Power of the directive.
No? All good guesses. We were specifically looking for the ordinance power. Moving on to Bentonville West High School, your American government question. A pact between a president and the head of a foreign state is called what?
Treaty,
No,
treatise,
no,
agreement,
no,
pact,
no. Time for the still Farmington High School.
Executive agreement.
Executive agreement is what we're looking for 1 point. Well done, Farmington High School. And Farmington High School, your American government question. The inherent power of a president to refuse to disclose certain information to Congress or to the federal courts is called what?
Executive privilege.
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Now moving on to game question number 6, taken from Selected Stories in Shakespeare. Starting with Gravett High School, your Shakespeare question comes from King Henry VI Part 2. What Henry VI Part 2 character who secretly loved Suffolk declares, quote, "My hope is gone, now Suffolk is deceased," unquote, when she hears that he has been killed?
Margaret,
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Gravett High School. Bentonville West High School, your Shakespeare question also comes from Henry VI Part 2. In Henry VI Part 2, it is claimed that King Henry is descended from the 4th son, who claims to be descended from the 3rd and thus has a rightful claim to the throne. Identify this descendant.
Suffolk,
No,
Somerset,
no,
Warwick,
no,
Gloucester,
no. Call time for the steal, Farmington High School.
York,
York is correct for 1 point. Well done, Farmington High School. And Farmington High School, your Shakespeare question. In Henry VI Part 2, Duchess Eleanor of Gloucester, in pursuit of the throne, uses what to accept to predict the future?
Oracle,
No,
Witch,
that is correct for 3 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Now moving into game question 7, taken from selected vocabulary terms on the SAT. Starting with Gravett High School, your vocabulary question. Name the noun meaning cause of ruin. That is time for the still Bentonville West High School.
Bane,
Bane is correct for 1 point. Well done, Bentonville West High School. And Bentonville West, your vocabulary question. Name the noun meaning mental keenness.
Acumen,
Acumen is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. And Farmington High School, your vocabulary question. Name the noun meaning solemn curse.
Enigma.
No?
Aphorism?
No? That's time for the steal, Bentonville West High School.
anathema,
That is correct for 1 point. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Now, before we move on to game question 8 and 9, each team has selected a different first half subject category question during a pregame meeting with the captains. When it is their turn, each team can only provide one answer to the question. A correct answer earns that team 4 points. Should the answer be incorrect, the other 2 teams can buzz in to steal for 2 points. So question 8, the team choice category, Gravett High School chose Shakespeare. So your Shakespeare question. Name one of the 2 characters who are banished in Henry VI Part 2.
Exeter,
No? For the steal, Farmington High School.
Gloucester,
Say that again?
Gloucester,
No? And for the steal, Bentonville West High School.
Suffolk,
No? We were specifically looking for the names Duchess Eleanor of Gloucester or William de la Pole of the Earl of Suffolk. So no points awarded there. Moving on to the yellow team, Bentonville West High School. You selected vocabulary. Your vocabulary question. Name the adjective meaning hackneyed.
Can you repeat that?
Banal.
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. And Farmington High School, you selected government. Your American government question. Who is considered the father of the present-day postal system?
William Penn.
No? For the steal, Bradley High School?
Thomas Jefferson.
No. And for the steal, Bentonville West High School?
Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin is correct for 1 point, 2 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. All right, the last question in the first half, question number 9, is a toss-up question chosen by me, the moderator. Would all players please put in hand your buzzer? You can interrupt me at any time if you think you know the answer to this question. We are choosing the geography category. What is the species of fish that was in Farmington High School?
Asian carp.
Asian carp is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. That concludes the first half of game number 6. Currently, we have in third place Rabbit High School with 4 points. Second place, Bentonville West High School with 23 points. And currently in first place with 26 points, Farmington High School. We're going to take a quick intermission break to swap out players between the first and second half rounds. Thank you for now.
Ozark Dermatology offers full medical, surgical, and aesthetic services. Our team offers comprehensive care for medical and surgical conditions for adults and children. Our experienced, board-certified physicians and highly trained physician extenders provide state-of-the-art diagnosis, treatments, and procedures in a relaxed and compassionate setting. Let Ozark Dermatology be your path to healthy skin. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest. Today's goal, outmaneuver these chess pros.
Checkmate. Checkmate. Checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Okay. I should let an expert like James help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. Our approach to financial planning will help you make all the right moves. Get started now and be prepared for the future like royalty. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest. Hear from a chess pro at our experts website.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Real estate is like football. You want a winning team that knows how to run offense and defense, knows the plays, the competition, how to score, and isn't afraid to get a little dirty. The McNaughton team knows 2 important things. 1, how to help you buy, sell, invest in, and manage real estate. And 2, how to cheer on the home team with an awesome tailgate event. For all your real estate needs, visit us at allnwahomes.com. McNaughton, your neighborhood community realtors.
from the first half radio break. We are live in Bentonville at the Bentonville High School Performing Arts Center. Welcome back to our KURM radio listening audience, where we just completed the first half of game number 6. Our first half score currently in third, Gravett High School has 4 points. Second place, Bentonville West High School with 23, and with 26 points, Farmington High School. Our players on stage have changed, so let's again meet our players and have them introduce their second half players and coach, starting with Gravett High School on the blue table. Please introduce your second half players and coaches.
We are Gravett High School, and from the audiences left to right, we have Mikey Larson, Cody Funk, myself, Seth Lumen, Braxton Muldoon, Michael Duke, and we are coached by Captain Bassing and General Schaefer.
Thank you, Gravett High School. And in the yellow table, Bentonville West High School. Please introduce your second half players and coach.
Good morning. We are Bentonville West High School. From the audiences left to right, we have Autumn Cook, Manasi Koturi, myself, Shorna Alon, Justin Kilgrove, and Neeton Paul. And we are coached by Mr. Tom Hollingsworth.
Thank you, Bentonville West High School. And on the red table from Farmington High School, please introduce your second half players and coach.
For Farmington High School, and then from the audiences left to right, we have Clayton Williamson, Weston Sills, myself, Joshua Jowers, Jonathan Bryant, and Omar Cadan, and we are coached by the wonderful Clayton Williams.
Thank you, Farmington High School. Now we will start the second half of the game with 7 new subject area questions, starting with game question number 10, taken from the sports section of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette newspapers from Monday, January the 13th through Friday, January the 17th. Starting with Gravett High School, your sports question. Identify the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs who threw for 321 yards passing, becoming the first player in postseason history with 300 yards passing and 5 touchdowns while running for at least 50 more yards.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is correct for 4 points. Well done, Gravett High School. Bentonville West High School, your sports question. Identify the commissioner of Major League Baseball, MLB, who announced the discipline against the Houston Astros in the sign-stealing scandal, which is considered the largest scandal in U.S. sports since the New England Spygate.
Morena?
No?
Margold?
No? Called time for the steal, Farmington High School.
Manfred.
Manfred is correct for 1 point. Well done, Farmington. And Farmington High School, your sports questions. Identify the manager who was fired by the Boston Red Sox for his involvement in the Houston Astros sign-stealing scandal.
Cora.
Cora is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Now moving on to game question 11, taken from chemistry. Gravett High School, your chemistry question. What is the name of the gas model that describes the behavior of idle gases through a series of 4 postulates?
Ideal gas model.
No?
Graham's Law of Diffusion.
No? For the steal, Farmington High School.
Pressure's law.
No? And for the steal, Bentonville West High School.
Ideal gas law.
No? All good guesses. We were looking for the kinetic molecular theory. Moving on to Bentonville West High School, your chemistry question. During titration, what is the point where the indicator actually changes color? The goal is to choose an indicator such that this point occurs exactly at the equivalence point.
Endpoint?
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. And Farmington High School, your chemistry question. This instrument passes atoms or molecules into a beam of high-speed electrons, which changes them into positive ions. It is used to compare the masses of atoms. What is it?
Mass spectrometer.
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Moving on to game question 12, taken from art history. Gravett High School, your art history question. Who was the most highly acclaimed Low Country master of the 16th century who painted The Return of the Hunters?
Brussels?
No. Call time for the Steel Farmington High School.
Grenache.
No. And we will call time. We were looking for Peter Royal. Moving on to Bentonville West High School's art history question. Which artist is strongly associated with the French Rococo artwork and created artworks that embraced the idea of the fête galante? That's time for the Steel Farmington High School.
Rousseau.
No. And we'll call time. We were looking for Anton Watteau or Watteau. Moving on to Farmington High School, your art history question. Which 17th century Italian architect is noted for their Baroque style and facade?
Caravaggio.
Say your answer again.
Caravaggio.
No. For the it's time for the Steel Gravette High School.
Bernini.
No. And we'll call time. We're looking for Borrowini. Moving on to game question 13, which is mathematics, algebra 2. Each table should have a blue envelope. Please pass out the piece of paper to all players. Gravette High School, you'll have 60 seconds to answer this mathematics problem. Solve the square root of x plus 3 equals x minus 5.
X equals 6 and x equals 3.
No.
X equals 6.
No.
X equals 3.
No.
X equals 8.
No. Time for the Steel Bentonville West High School.
X is equal to 9 and 2.
No. For the Steel Farmington High School.
X equals 9.
That is correct for 1 point. Well done, Farmington High School. Bentonville West High School, your Algebra 2 mathematics question. Would all teams please pass the pieces of paper in the yellow envelope? Bentonville West High School, you'll have 60 seconds to answer this math question. Solve the square root of x plus 3 equals x plus 1.
X is equal to 1.
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. All right, moving on to Farmington High School. All players should pass out the pieces of paper in the red envelope to each member. You'll have 60 seconds, Farmington High School, to solve this mathematics question. Solve the square root of x plus 1 equals x minus 1.
X equals 3.
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Now moving on to game question number 14, taken from the biology category, starting with Gravett High School. Your biology question. The mechanism for propagating action potentials is called what? No? That's time for the steal. Bentonville West High School.
Conduction.
No? And for the steal, Farmington High School.
Oh my gosh. Saltatory conduction.
That is correct for 1 point. Well done, Farmington High School. Bentonville West High School, your biology question. A particularly intriguing form of asexual reproduction in which an egg develops without being fertilized is known as what?
Parthenogenesis.
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. And Farmington High School, your biology question. This is a type of asexual reproduction in which new individuals arise from outgrowths of existing ones.
Budding.
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Moving on to game question 15, taken from the physics category, starting with Gravett High School. Your physics question. What is the term for the largest stress a material can endure without breaking?
Stress point.
No?
Breaking point.
No? Time for the steal, Farmington High School.
Tensile strength.
That is correct for 1 point. Well done, Farmington High School. Bentonville West High School, your physics question. What is the term for a system which exhibits resting forces?
Equilibrium system.
No? Time for the steal, Gravett High School.
Isolated system.
No? And for the steal, Farmington High School.
Hydrostatic system.
Say your answer again.
Hydrostatic.
No, we are looking for elastic. Moving on to Farmington High School, your physics question. Materials that show large deformations with small forces are called what?
Pliant.
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Moving into game question 16, taken from world history category. Gravett High School, your world history question. What was the name of the Ottoman officer that established the Egyptian state and implemented reforms that increased the economic importance of the Nile and Suez Canal?
Suleiman.
No?
Bolivar.
No? That's time for the steal, Farmington High School.
Ali.
Muhammad Ali is correct for 1 point. Well done, Farmington High School. Bentonville West High School, your world history question. Which man called himself the, quote, Napoleon of the West, unquote? An 11-term president of Mexico, he is most well known for misusing state funds, halting reforms, and leading Mexican troops against the United States in the Mexican-American War.
Santa Anna.
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. Farmington High School, your world history question. Who became the first president of France elected in the Second Republic under universal male suffrage?
Louis Napoleon.
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Farmington High School. Before we read questions 17 and 18, each team has selected a different second half subject category question during a pregame meeting with the captains. When it is their turn, a reminder, each team can only provide one answer to the question. A correct answer earns that team 4 points. Should the answer be incorrect, the other two teams may try to buzz in and steal for 2 points. That said, Gravit, the blue team, chose physics for your team choice category. Your physics question. What is the name for the product of the mass and velocity of an object?
Howard.
No. Work. For the steel, Bentonville West High School.
Momentum.
Momentum is correct for 2 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. And Bentonville West High School, you chose biology for your top team choice category. Your biology question. What is the downtime in which a second action potential cannot be initiated?
Refractory period.
That is correct for 4 points. Well done, Bentonville West High School. And Farmington High School, you chose mathematics. Each team has a white envelope on your table. Please pass each piece of the paper to all team members. You'll have 60 seconds to answer this mathematics question. What are the roots of the equation y equals 3x cubed minus 14x squared plus 8x?
X equals 0, X equals...
Time. Buzzer before you start answering. For the steel, Gravit High School.
X equals 2/3, 0, and 4.
That is correct for 2 points. Well done, Gravit High School. All right, and the last question of the game, game question 18, is a toss-up question selected by me, the moderator. Would all players please get your buzzers in hand? You can interrupt me at any time if you think you know the answer. The category selected today is chemistry. What is the substance used in early manometers resulting in the pressure unit torr? Gravit High School.
Mercury.
Mercury is correct for 4 points. Well done, Gravit High School. That concludes game question number 6. Currently we have a score of Gravit High School with 14 points in third place. In second place, Bentonville West High School with 45 points. And currently in first place with 55 points, Farmington High School. Let's give our players and teams on stage a big hand. Congratulations to all 3 teams. We will now take a break. There's a 5-minute clock countdown for any acceptable challenges. Thank you for tuning in. This is goodbye for now, and we welcome you, ask you to come back on February the 26th to our Farmington High School Performing Arts Center for the championship and semi-championship games. I'm Justin Seaton. Thank you, and goodbye.